What's going on, guys? It's your boy Christian Perez back at you with another video. So as you can tell, I lost my glasses again. Shout out to my boy Brian at Oakley. I found another pair, but this time I wanted to switch it up and use the Tune 45 green lenses. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But anyways, as you can see in the thumbnail, we're doing a major transformation haircut today. My man came in with hair down to his back, curly hair, crazy. So in other news, guys, the Not Just the Barber shirts are back. They're gonna be back in stock in about a week on the Tune 45 website. So pretty excited about that. You know, and the Not Just the Barber thing, if you guys look, it's like a mosaic inside of it. I just feel barbers are so much more than that. I hate when people tell my wife, here's my son, by the way. I hate when people tell my wife that, what does your husband do? Oh, he's just a barber. Like, just a barber? Like, wait, what? Like, I feel like barbers are so much more than that. We're counselors to the community. We touch everyone in the community. We make a difference just in the way people feel. You know, you can change somebody's life with a haircut. This is how I keep my lights on. This is how I put food on the table. So when people say just a barber, that's what, I saw this whole just not just a barber thing. So if somebody tells you you're just a barber or you can't make a difference with a haircut, you tell them I said, what, Jaden?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what they think. If you like what I had to say in this intro, you vibe what I gotta say, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have notifications turned on, hit that little bell, smash the like button, get active in the comments, and as usual, I appreciate your time. Right, Jaden? All right, guys, so let's get it. Like I said, it's a major transformation haircut. We're doing a bald fade. My guy said he wanted he had a job interview, wanted to cut all the hair off, look presentable. So, look at all this hair right here. This was fun. This was a lot of fun to see the transformation. So I'm gonna start off just by taking all this bulk off. I'm just kind of freehanding here. Just giving myself a clean canvas to work with. I already know that I'm doing a bald fade, so I'm not really worried about getting any of this really even, just taking the bulk down mainly. Using those new gold FX80s. So now I'm gonna start off by wetting the hair. After I've taken all that bulk down. Wet hair is controllable, dry hair doesn't lie. I'm gonna get it thoroughly wet here. And then I'm gonna section it off right at the parietal ridge. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna give myself a guideline. This is the base for the haircut. So I know that my finger length is about a 3.5, 4 guard. So once I establish this guide, I know where I'm at clipper wise. So this is why I do my shear work first. That way I know where I'm at in reference to the haircut. I know that once I do the sides like this is called box graduation. This will blend right into the top, nice and smooth. And I know that where my forward is, where my guideline is. So this is box graduation right here. I'm not worried about the hair on the bottom, all the way in the bottom, because that's going to be bald anyways, right? So I'm just creating this guideline for me. See how that just blends right into the top? And you can see as I get towards the back, towards the crown area, I'm angling it down. And the reason I'm doing that is to retain length in the back. So that it's nice and smooth, I'm not cutting into the crown. And it's a brush back, right? So I want to retain that length in the back because all of the hair is coming back towards that point. So now I'm cutting the top and I'm literally just pulling the hair straight up. And depending how much the client wants off, I start with my guideline right up front and then I just match it all together. I apologize that the camera angle is a little bit off here for this, but I'm sure you guys have seen me do this before in my videos. If not, I apologize. More to come soon. Now I'm applying a little bit of 245 indestructible clay. I'm applying the product in while the hair is wet. And then I'm gonna use my Dyson blow dryer. I'm using the diffuser here because I'm not really trying to smooth it out. I wanna keep those curls, but I wanna dry it and lock it in place. This is what barbers miss out on. I mean, all of this styling, all of this extra, customers notice that. You can charge more because of this. And it's not, I mean, you guys are seeing the video, it's not taking me that much longer. I was gonna cut the top anyways. So what did I really do extra? I applied some product and I dried his hair. It's not rocket science. Don't sell yourself short. So after it's styled, I'm just blending right into the style that I already did on top. So I already know, like I told you guys, that my finger length is a 4. Now his hair is a little curly and it has much more texture, so I'm gonna have to smooth it out a little bit, either using the razor or just going with the grain with my number 4 guard. But you'll see, I just do the number 4. And once I establish that number 4, the bald fade is what we've been doing forever, right? We know the steps of the bald fade. We know that it's a number 4, so we know we're blending down from a number 4 to bald. So here I'm starting out balding out the client using my Slimline Pros made by Andis. And I'm stamping this line in because if I were to come up from the bottom and scoop the way I am right now, I feel like my guidelines aren't as clean. If I stamp it in, I know that it's a real line and it's a real guideline and it's where I want it, how I want it, as opposed to being uneven when I come back in with the clipper. So my trimmers aren't zero gapped, and due to them not being zero gap, that allows me to stamp that line in. Now I'm using my Braun Series 9 shaver and I'm balding out the client. And here I'm coming in with my Wahl Cordless Senior, and I'm going to start blending out the 0. So to blend it out, lever all the way closed, and you can't flick at the line. You have to, raise it. Don't be afraid to raise it. You can see here I got a little close up for you guys. And as I raise it, I open the lever a quarter of a notch. Now there's not notches on it, just open on the Cordless Senior, there's no notches, but just open it up a quarter of the way. And then a quarter of the way, and you go up a little higher until it's erased. You saw how long that took me. It literally takes about 30 seconds to blend that line out. Again, because my trimmers are not zero gapped, so I'm not stamping in a line that I can't get out. Now, if you can't get it out, then use your trimmers. Use your trimmers and touch it up, and that should definitely do the trick. So here I'm going in with the number 1 guard, lever all the way open, and then no lever play. Once I create the next guideline, lever open, close it all the way, lever closed, move on to the next guard, which is the half guard. Anytime you're using a half or a 1 1/2, anything with the half in it, it's lever halfway open. Here I'm using the number 2 guard, lever open, and then lever closed. Now I'm using the number 1 guard, lever open. Doing some touch-up work here, and now the 1 1/2. Again, the 1 1/2, the lever stays halfway open the entire time. And you still see on the top there's still a little bit of a transition there. That's why I said I smooth that out with the razor or going with the grain with the number 4, just to smooth that out. I'm not even done with the haircut. It's already a major transformation. My man's in the game. Same thing, lever all the way closed, open up a quarter of the way, go up a little higher, and then open it up all the way, and that ball line is erased. Now going back in with the number 1 guard, lever open, and lever closed. There are situations where you can skip the half guard, or you could skip the 1.5 guard. But he has so much texture to his hair, and it's such a transformation. I just wanted to follow the steps to make it replicatable for you guys. So here I'm going in with the number 2 guard, lever open, and then lever closed. Going back in with the number 1 guard with the lever open. And now I'm tying the back end together with the sides. And you can see with this number 2, I'm literally going right off the head. I'm not following the shape of the head because that'll give me a round shape. I'm trying to retain as much of a square shape as possible. When it's a gentleman's haircut, masculinity is square. Round is for a women's haircut. You want to try and keep it square. You see here I'm smoothing it out, and now I'm going shear over comb. And the same thing with the shear. You want to make sure that you're going right off the head. You don't want to follow the shape of the head because then you're going to round it off. And you see this is where it starts to pop and everything starts to come together. Still working on my still blading. It's definitely a muscle memory type thing. So we're almost reaching the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think of this transformation. Get active in the comments. Let me know what you think. Did I change this man's life? I think it came out pretty blurry. I think I definitely did my thing on this one. Now we're doing the shape up in the front. So this is pretty much it. I definitely want to take some time to tell you thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend some time with me in these haircut tutorials. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you share this video. As usual, I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys next week.